Whoa. Wow. Not holding back at all. Welcome back, super friends and super family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Dredd. Continuing some action classic movies. This is a remake, but I have heard that this is better than the original, which is kind of a surprise because most of the time, like if you look at a film like RoboCop, I've never seen the remake, but from what I've heard, I don't need to bother. I reacted to the original, love that film, but kind of unique, I guess, to hear, and maybe, you know, I could be wrong on this. Maybe the original is better, or some people do think it's better. And I'm excited because I know that Karl Urban plays Dredd. I believe it's a futuristic movie, and I know the kind of catchphrase with Dredd is he's judge, jury, and executioner, so I believe he's kind of like a vigilante figure who, you know, executes people, you know, like a Batman who kills type. And I know he wears like a helmet all the time, I believe in the vein of Mando. Like, I don't think he ever takes it off, but I could be wrong. That's just kind of what I believe I'm in for this film. As always, the full reaction is on Patreon. If you want to support the channel, help me out, and watch along with me, don't forget to subscribe if you do want to see some upcoming action movie classics, and you can of course leave recommendations in the comments down below. For now, let's get into today's reaction, Dredd. Is this movie considered underrated, by the way? I don't really remember when it came out. Like, it's not that old of a film, but I don't remember hearing any buzz about this movie.
America is an irradiated wasteland.
Currently? Or future?
Outside the boundary walls, a desert stretching from Boston to Washington, D.C. An unbroken concrete landscape. Mega blocks. Mega City 1.
So, not super creative with the names here.
Convulsing, choking.
What, on pollution?
Citizens in fear of the street.
Surveillance everywhere? I mean, that's not too far off to now.
Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos.
Judge Dredd.
Of the Hall of Justice. Juries. Executioners.
Oh, so there's more than one. Okay.
Judges.
Powerful title card. Like Mad Max Fury Road intensity a little bit.
Direct control. Sector 13.
Hey, I like that. This is giving me RoboCop vibes, and I love that. Watch the school bus. Don't hurt any children. A new strain of weed. There's a really interesting, like, filter effect. I don't know how they do that. He's like, I just want to watch cartoons.
I said we got judge there until you're dead fucking me!
Just ruined your buzz.
Do you require backup?
No.
Alright, no aerial support. You're on your own. Oh, dang! Oh, wow. Poor pedestrian.
Perps just wiped out an innocent. I'm taking him down.
Nice. Take out the tires. We got a little Deadpool roll there.
Activate crowd control.
Activated.
Excuse me?
Recall. Step back from the client.
That is a useful bike.
The client is carrying an automatic 5-year sentence in the ICU.
What are ISO cubes? This is why you don't do drugs and drive, kids. Yeah, he's just murdering so many people. Okay. Precision aim required.
Release the hostage. Unharmed and life in an ISO cube.
Life without parole? It's a deal you offered?
It's life.
If you do not comply, sentence, death.
You let me walk or I blow her fucking brains out.
Negotiations over.
Kill me!
I heard you, hotshot.
What?
Said, hotshot.
Oh, seriously? Oh, wow. That. Oh, melting through his jaw. You got some Two-Face treatment. That was legit. I love how he used his insult, you know, to activate that bullet.
Thank you, Judge. The level 1 food court will reopen in 30 minutes.
It only shut down for 30 minutes? That's a quick cleanup. Why does she look familiar?
Given a judge aptitude test at age 9, despite her as unsuitable, entered into the academy on special instruction.
She's like Anakin Skywalker here.
3 percentile points below a pass. How many people are observing you?
2.
You tell me about the person I'm with.
Well, another judge.
But she can sense certain things?
Anger and
She's tapped into the Force?
Behind the control, something almost melting.
I wanted to hear what she was gonna say.
The judge's council have chosen to overlook her
A
step.
mutant like an X-Men? This is crazy.
She's the most powerful psychic we've ever come across. There's only 3 points below a pass. It's marginal.
It's not marginal. She failed.
He's like a strict teacher. No easy grades.
Give her one day in the field. See if she makes the grade.
Babysitting duty, bro.
Chuck her in the deep end.
It's all a deep end.
1-5 don't survive the first day.
20% die on day 1? Holy, talk about dangerous employment.
Disobeying a direct order from your assessment officer is an automatic fail.
This is like your driving test, but, you know, on adrenaline. Dang, these buildings are huge. It reminds me of like the tower in the raid a little bit. Is that Cersei? Get out of here. She's in this? That is her, right? Okay, that looks really cool. How are they even doing that? This is some seriously trippy visuals. She's like, everything's fine. I'm in a good spot.
I'm off with a beating a couple of weeks ago. Didn't work.
You can't deal with it yourself.
She's got a badass scar on her face there.
The question is whether you want to make an example of them.
I'm guessing yes.
Skin him. Toss him over the balcony.
Holy.
A little slow-mo first.
Sure.
I mean, she's always been cruel as Cersei. Jeez. So does the drug just enhance any experience, good or bad, or it literally slows things down? That was a cool POV shot, too. Oh, it's gonna be a long way down. Oh. Holy shit. Move, move, move! That's how many calls they get? They must be so understaffed.
Every minute, 17,000 per day.
Jeez, worse than Chicago.
It houses 75,000 registered citizens, the highest crime rate in Sector 13.
They fit that many people in these buildings? That's insane. I thought my apartment was packed.
Judgment.
Vagrancy, 3 weeks ISO cubed.
Don't be here when we get back.
I'm glad how they prioritize, you know, the real crime.
Born and raised in a block like this. Know there are good people inside. Believe I can make a difference.
I like her attitude.
Admirable.
But maybe with more time in the field, she won't be so optimistic.
What do you got?
3 stairs in a somewhat fucked up condition.
Somewhat, very. Oh, man.
Figure out which blood is his.
Oh, man.
What do you make of this, rookie?
I don't know, sir.
Fail. Instant fail.
It's a cold burn from a slow-mo inhaler.
Time is passing at 1% its normal speed.
Wow.
A long way down.
Yeah. That would really magnify, like, any type of torture scenario, right?
Punishment killing. Someone's trying to send a message.
Good job. Good work.
Don't fuck with the Marmar clan.
Madeline Madrigal? Kind of a badass, like, supervillain type name.
Ex-hooker from the S9 Pleasure District. Quit working when she got sliced up by a pimp, feminized the guy with her teeth.
Jeez. Feminine? What a way to say it.
Her trademark is violence.
Oh, gosh. She's like a hardcore Harley Quinn or something.
The judge, the Marmar ride. I started working her way down. 9 months later, she had control of everything.
Dang. She has the Game of Thrones.
Find out where the clan operate on this level and hit it hard.
Did I go for the whole clan? Just the 2 of them? No backup? Such a cool effect, I swear. Stay away. There's gonna be shooting.
This is your first time in non-sim combat.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Wondering when you'd remember you left your helmet behind.
Can interfere with my psychic abilities.
Oh, okay, okay.
A bullet might interfere with some more. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Don't look ready.
Here we go. Sorry to interrupt the slow-mo high. That is so sick, though. You will experience every bullet. Oh, jeez. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. Oh. Transition back to real time.
Judgment.
Since 2 years, ISO cubes.
Don't tell me, tell Control.
Oh.
4 bodies for Recyc and 8 live for the ISO cubes.
What does recyc mean?
Sir, this one's a gang member.
What? Oh, he's the guy. He's the guy.
Sure, it's him.
It was like a Saw flashback or something.
The man who murdered the people in the atrium.
You sure?
Are psychics ever wrong?
99%.
Can't execute a perp on 99%.
I like that.
Save me a lot of paperwork if you just confess right now.
Don't think he's gonna do that.
He holds up after a few hours of interrogation.
So they have futuristic interrogation. Guessing it's not pleasant.
Oh, shit. Judges. No.
Were you supposed to be watching out, dude? Oh, failed security job.
There's a problem on level 39.
What is wrong? Is that from drugs? Why do his eyes look like that?
Interrogation. Taking him in right now.
We're taking him in, he'll talk.
Everyone has to talk? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh.
That one's still breathing.
Not anymore.
Control room is secure.
I mean, that's why you shouldn't be sleeping on the job.
Don't have you down for a death contact.
Yeah,
I've got nothing.
We are good to go right now. I've got my supervisor breathing.
Services are notified to ignore your status. Time you like.
Appreciate that, Sector.
Sir, he's thinking about making a move for your gun. He just changed his mind.
It helps having a psychic on your side.
War protocol access.
The war protocol?
Blast shield initiated. Stand clear of doors.
Oh. Well, you should have moved.
All residents remain calm. All residents remain calm.
No escape. This is like the intense version of COVID quarantine. Oh, I love the red lighting. Talk about setting the mood with emergency lights.
Lockdown complete.
You're patched in.
Speech time.
This is Mama. Somewhere in this block are 2 judges.
Right here.
I want him dead. Until I get what I want, the block is locked down. Want the judges down.
Fuck out of our way until the shooting stops.
Don't leave your room for a long, long time.
Judges, I will kill them and the next generation of their family.
Who are you, some medieval time villain?
For the judges.
You better move.
Yes.
Or run. Makes no difference, you're mine.
It's deathly quiet.
Peach trees. Did you copy? Control, do you copy?
You're on your own. You're on your own.
They must be blocking our transmission.
Not so fast.
Calling.
It's obstructed line of sight. Gas grenades?
Advise you hold your breath.
I'm guessing he's shooting hospital, not morgue? Maybe not. Maybe morgue for them. I mean, is he important enough in the Mama gang to keep as a hostage, you know?
Let's give him the good news.
Citizens of Peachtree, this is the law. Disperse immediately, or we will use lethal force.
Gives him a warning. Very considerate.
20 seconds to comply.
Definite RoboCop vibes.
I'll blow the fuck out of you.
10 seconds to comply.
You got 5.
So the heads up.
Numbers are not the only thing that matters, folks.
What are you waiting for, rookie? His crime is attempted murder of a judge. Sentence is death.
Is she gonna do it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he had a chance to get out of there, right?
Need a place we can defend.
Find someplace else, a facility, neutral ground.
Dang, he's too afraid to help him.
Not neutral, you're choosing side.
With every clan affiliate in the block after your blood. There are no side. You already did.
Dang. He's giving up on you. I mean, the odds are not in your favor. Even if you guys are badass fighters, there's only 2 of you.
Looks like the med center's closed early today. Bet now is to go covert and don't shoot unless you're gonna hit.
Wait until they see the whites of their eyes.
Could be a liability.
I'm suspect in 3 homicides. Wanna cut him loose.
Sir.
That does suck. They have to drag him around, though. Careful. You might want to gag that guy, though. What if he just yells out, gives away their position? I guess they'll kill him if he makes a sound, probably. What do you sense? What is the Force telling you?
We're not gonna hurt you.
That was so smart.
Clear. secured the woman somewhere she can't raise any alarm.
We can't.
What do you mean?
She has a baby. We can't secure her if we don't know when she'll be free.
I'm not raising any alarm. The men out there don't know where you are. You won't be killing them.
Oh, I hope she doesn't get caught by Cersei, because Cersei will torture you so much for doing this.
I just want you off my level, away from my family.
Is that the guy she shot? Dang.
Thank me. Don't want to see you again.
Oh, if she only knew that he had just killed her husband, she would not be helping them. I mean, you can tell she's conflicted because she obviously grew up in very tough circumstances, so she can empathize with these people. Where do they film this, too? Like, is this CG? Did they, like, build a set? Are they in some apartments?
The only danger is we expand too fast.
Eating the stairway 5 on level 18.
What's the total perp body count gonna be by the end of this film?
Level 76, West Quadrant.
I mean, how do they stay, like, hidden with this much surveillance?
You seal them in there.
You guys are in trouble.
That's not good.
Yes, you could say that again.
Wait, Judge. We've got him cornered. We're taking him down right now.
Can they break through those? I'm guessing not.
Dogs are settling to cut through.
Why aren't they coming after us?
That's what worries me.
Yeah, couldn't they just shoot them through the bars here?
If I don't come back, you might not want to get taken alive. Recall.
I'll not want to be taken alive. Stuff the clan would do to a girl like you.
I mean, he's not lying either. But don't let him scare you.
About your age and take the last bullet for yourself.
Yeah, and I'll save the second to last one for you.
Psychic. Fucked up.
Oh, just hush. Told you they should have gagged him.
A violent sexual liaison between the two of us. Pointless attempt to shock me.
She's pretty good.
To shock you out of thinking about this.
What are you thinking about now?
What did he think about the second time, you know? Do I want to know? Maybe not. What's this kid doing? Oh, get out of here. They're gonna mow them down with these guns? That seems like overkill. Oh, here it comes. Fire! Get down. Oh. Oh my gosh. You get hit by one of those bullets, you're losing a limb. I mean, this is what you meant by the messy way. Jeez. Oh, these poor people. Oh, she wants to do it herself now. Okay. Wait, they got all the way outside? Oh dang, I'm surprised they were able to explode their way through. How many people just living in their homes got killed right there?
No way they survived.
Don't be too sure. Yes, okay, good. A villain who's smart. He knows you have to find a body.
Part of him anyway.
That's true. If they did get hit, there wouldn't be much of them left.
Comms are back on.
Call for backup, no?
Backup is on its way. Stay alive.
Easier said than done, but okay. Blend in. They're still alive. Enjoy the roller coaster, buddy.
Massacres an entire quadrant of men and women just to take out 2 judges. Like overkill to you?
Does to me.
If we'd executed you on the bus, Mama would have let us walk out of here.
And how many more people would be alive?
He doesn't want you interrogated, afraid of what you might say. And that's got me curious.
Me too, honestly.
Spill it! Fuck you!
I mean, if he's resisting this beating, what does the interrogation involve that he would speak no matter what?
Leave it to me, he doesn't have to speak.
Oh, good point, good point. Just read his mind. But if he never thinks about whatever secret he has, can she read it? Can she, like, steal it from his brain? What?
The inside of your head.
Okay.
It's kind of empty in here.
What kind of mutant shit? My hands weren't cuffed.
Who cares? Yeah.
If you don't want to be.
Oh, really? That's true. We're in his head.
Do what I like.
Sure.
but doesn't mean it'll work.
It doesn't actually hurt me.
I know how to freak you the fuck out. Your fucked up head is gonna lose. Figured that would shut you up.
I can play mind games too.
Oh, take that. Take that. Yeah, good luck out playing a psychic in a mind game. Oh. Jeez, like full Event Horizon.
Got it. The manufacturing base for all the slow-mo. I was controlling the production and distribution.
Wow. Wow.
Interesting.
So if you bust her, that's like the biggest thing of all, pretty much.
Can I help you?
Four of the judges under fire from within this block. Open the blast door right now.
The problem is we've had a software malfunction and I've lost.
This poor dude, man.
Had a fire on level 76.
Takes nerve-wracking to another level.
Oh, I'm slapping you with an obstruction of justice charge.
Will do, sir. I'm on it right now.
Interesting way to motivate your employees.
Keep moving and attempt to avoid further detection.
Defend or hide. What about we attack? Head straight for Mama.
Is that enough?
Sounds bold.
She's guilty. We're judges.
Look up inbound. I think we should wait until the odds have shifted in our favor. Wrong answer.
And you're the psychic.
Why didn't you shoot him? Why didn't I shoot him? Why didn't you?
You don't do it. Do you want to die?
Why'd it have to be us who found him? Come on.
They're so young, man. You're just gonna throw your life away. But probably so afraid of Mama, right?
Freeze!
Why? Why should I freeze?
Look out, look out, look out.
Shoot you.
With the safety on?
It isn't.
How do you want it, kids? Body bags or juve cubes?
Juve cubes. Oh dang, he showed him some mercy at least. Can't you get inside his head and disarm him somehow?
You're so fucked.
Okay, rescue time, Dredd. Oh, they're gonna torture her in such terrible ways.
Now then, what am I gonna do with you?
You're going to do nothing.
Really? Maybe she realized it's a valuable hostage.
Busted, you should have killed the judges or been killed yourself. You let yourself get taken like the dumb fuck you are. Killing myself, but I already lost plenty today. One in the slow-mo town. Just a bust that went wrong.
She's smart. She's smart.
Beginning, just a bunch of bullets to the head, and he's back.
Let him talk. I can trace which terminal he's using.
What does he want to say?
Inhabitants of Peach Trees. This is Judge Dredd. Block operates under the same rules as the rest of the city. Mama is not the law. I am the law. Mama is a common criminal.
Well, she might be an elite criminal, but I get what you're saying.
Manufacture and distribution of the narcotic known as slow-mo. And as of now, under sentence of death, you have been warned. And as for you, Mama...
Oh, he's gonna make it personal now.
Judgment time.
I mean, giving that badass of a speech is worth getting located, right? I wonder if some of the people might be inspired to actually help, you know, because of how brave he's being. No way that's him. What was that movie poster?
It's not him.
Knew it.
Incendiary.
Oh, nice. It's like a deadly firework. Look at what you did. Look on it and be proud.
Call 911.
What? Why would she... Why would the... Do they have corrupt judges or something?
1024 from this block. Open up. Now.
You're relieved.
Two judges trigger a turf war. I just die in pursuit of duty. Now what's happening?
You're gonna get killed now.
Mama clan. One of your two judges is still alive.
Fair to testify to that?
Sure.
Dang. So even with these ultimate judges, there's corruption. I mean, of course, right?
1 million credits. Problem with the judge. You know who he is? Champ. Alvarez. They're flushing him out.
Judges versus judges.
Got her here.
Make her dead.
Better hurry, Dredd. Oh, dang. Okay, well, if you kill some of the other judges, you can steal their firepower.
You there. Identify yourself.
Sector 9.
Dredd, Sector 13.
Does he know they're corrupt? Come on.
It's your 1024.
Good to see you, Dredd. So relax. Cavalry's here.
The bad cavalry.
Two of us called in the 1024, wondering why you didn't ask about the other one.
Smart.
Choke on it, Dredd.
Oh.
Choke on that.
Literally. I mean...
Oh, shit.
Is it worth the 1,000,000 credits? Is it worth it?
Bet you thought you were gonna make your family proud, huh? Not much chance of that now.
I mean, they'll be proud she died in the line of duty.
But don't feel too bad.
Oh, quit monologuing, bro.
Time and you're just not cut out for this. You get killed today, it's gonna be tomorrow. Got any last words, bitch?
Get inside his head, do something.
That's funny. I was gonna ask you that. Bitch.
What? What happened? Oh. She's someone who didn't pass training? Because that was a pretty good kick. Wait, so is it because it's a judge's gun? It has to be matched to their hand, right? Whoa. Wow. Not holding back at all.
I see her first. I shoot her. He hesitates, then I shoot her.
I mean, confident. Good luck. Yeah, a lot bigger than Gus Fring's lab.
What's the price of a judge these days? Million. Split 4 ways.
Yeah, not even 1,000,000 each.
3 ways now.
Good point.
Does it sound like much to betray the law? Save that shit for the rookies. Know what Mega City 1 is, Dredd? It's a fucking meat grinder.
Oh, I don't need to hear your excuses for turning evil for money.
Meat comes out the other.
It's like the total opposite of the girls' mentality of like, we can make a difference.
Just turn the handle. Put fire.
Oh, he's out. Shoot.
Armor piercing. Pyax.
Oh, at least he had one of those.
Motherfucker. 2-way split. Be breaking a sweat. You hadn't just run out of bullets.
Shoot.
Lower your gun, rookie. I'm your backup.
Shoot. Didn't realize she was a psychic, did you? Okay, we're gonna have to go hand-to-hand combat.
Armor piercing.
Oh. That's a direct hit. Where's the rookie?
Wait. Are you kidding me? Did you just say wait?
You're the one who listened, so who's the dumb one?
The Judge Dredd gets on the wrong end of a gun is wait. I expected more of you. For me to change my mind?
No, something else.
3 seconds of life because you're so fucking weak. You know.
Okay, well that guy's IQ was like, I mean, come on. You literally wait when he asks you to? I mean, I'm glad he was so dumb. He looks like he is so used to pain.
Reload.
Is there like a Dredd video game? I feel like this movie premise makes for a perfect game.
Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
That's character growth. Are you ready, Cersei? That's what I want to know.
Mama's in her private quarters. You can't get in there without the keypad combination. I can give that to you.
Can he be trusted?
I need your cooperation to get the combination from you.
I'm sorry.
Go. Get out of here.
Dang, she totally spares him.
Blaming yourself, rookie. A felon is not just a fail offense. It's a crime.
I already picked up the fail when I lost my primary weapon. I'm not gonna be a judge. It's a victim, not a pervert. That'll be the one difference I do make.
I get her logic, totally.
Let's finish this.
Some things are more important than getting a job. I like it. They're coming for you. Oh, what weapon is this? What does she have to give up this easily? Oh, look out! She looks so confident.
piece of work, Dredd, but then so am I.
Agreed.
The entire level is rigged with enough high explosives to take out the top 50 stories.
Oh.
If they go, the rest go too. The transmitter sync to my heartbeat. My heart stops beating. Building blows.
That's pretty smart, Cersei. I gotta give it to you.
Put your gun down.
What can you do?
This isn't a negotiation.
I like how the soundtrack sounds like a heartbeat, too.
It's death.
Can't afford to take the risk.
He just hurt her, right?
What do you figure the range is on that thing? Through 100 levels of concrete. Let's find out. Your crimes are multiple homicide, distribution of narcotics. How do you plead? Defense noted.
It's a long trip down. I swear, every time they go into slow-mo, the visuals are just too cool. I wish they did it even more. I want to see the behind-the-scenes, how they shot this. Oof. Okay. It's disturbing and beautiful at the same time. Hopefully the signal doesn't work, right? I actually think she would make an amazing judge, but maybe they're too strict with the rules to let her stay. Lockdown is over. We know what that's like.
Your assessment's now over.
Come on, that can't be their final goodbye.
So what happened in there?
Drug bust. Perps were uncooperative.
She a pass or a fail?
Pass, come on.
She's a pass.
Yes.
Knew she would be.
Tell her, though. Right now, she thinks she's lost her job, right? Tell her the good news.
Fighting for order in the chaos. Judges.
Man, they should have had sequels to this movie. What happened? Alright, so that is Dredd. I love that movie. I really, really liked it. I mean, that is one of the best action movies I have seen in a while. I mean, where do we even start? I mean, first of all, I got total RoboCop vibes, and that's a film that I reacted to and was really blown away by how good it was, how well it held up. So I mean that as a very high compliment. You know, it did not shy away from the violence. It had a very distinct visual style. I mean, obviously the sequences I was gushing about were the slow-mo drug effect sequences, and I still think those are very, very impressive. I mean, a lot of times I feel like when characters are drunk or on drugs or there's like a dream sequence, films seem to have a filter to make it feel different, but it feels cheap and just not, you know, very like paint by numbers in a certain sense. This movie like clearly had like a slow-mo and a bright contrast and all these colors, but it visually felt very unique and more effective to kind of give you this sensational visual experience than I would say in many movies that try to do something like that. So I was just really, really impressed, especially at the very end, like when Cersei took her tumble down and then the screen like splattered into blood. It was just a very like aesthetically unique and beautiful kind of tragic image. Very, very cool. But more than that, I thought the action itself was very cool. You know, it wasn't quite gung-fu like something like John Wick, but I still think it was very well choreographed, and there was a nice variety of the types of kills and action going on. You know, I never got the sense that it's just like, oh, repetitive, we're just shooting more people, and I'm just kind of checked out. Never got that sense. It always felt fresh and engaging and violent and shocking in different ways throughout. And then I just appreciate how no nonsense it was, you know, similar to some of my favorite action movies like Terminator 2, like RoboCop. You know, it's not a super complicated plot, and it really doesn't need to be a badass action movie. It gets right to business very quickly. There's really no downtime, but it also feels well paced between, you know, moments of action and moments of a little bit quieter. But there's never a moment where I'm like sitting there like I do sometimes with other action movies where I'm like, okay, when's the next action scene coming? You know what I mean? It never dragged. So really well edited in that sense. And then I like the world, you know, you get touches of kind of a unique circumstance of the future. You know, it's a dreary, unpleasant one where crime is clearly rampant, you know, but you were able to see just like how ruthless and harsh the future was. So it would make sense that the countermeasure to that would be judges, which I also thought was cool too. I thought Judge Dredd was more like the superhero, one-of-a-kind vigilante. No, like it's a whole structure of the law that takes care of everything, you know what I mean? I guess that tagline of like judge, jury, and executioner can be applied to the whole organization. And then I also like how we got to see it. There's, you know, like any organization, there's corruption mixed in with that. We have the bad judges, which of course makes for like amping the stakes, increasing the strength of the antagonist as we get closer to the finale of the movie. And just overall, you know, beyond even the drug sequences, I thought visually it was very cool. You know, it felt like very high contrast, almost like a little bit of a Michael Bay visual. There was a good use of color mixed in throughout the movie and just had a nice visual flair. You know, I like the storyline with the rookie, you know, kind of like tagging along with the already established badass Judge Dredd, and her use as a mutant with psychic powers was very cool. I really enjoyed the one sequence where she's kind of fighting in the mind back and forth with their hostage. You know, I thought that was very well done and very interesting. And then, you know, even though it didn't, you know, ponder in a Shakespearean sense on these deep philosophical questions, it did sprinkle in some deeper themes beyond just like shoot the bad guys. The main one that I picked up on was the idea of, you know, yes, the law is justice, but not always. It's not always that black and white, right? Especially, I think that was demonstrated very clearly in when the rookie, you know, she spared that one guy with the weird eyes. She spared his life. And the reason she did is she was able to sense that he was really a victim and was forced into these circumstances by threat and by fear, you know, and so she decided to spare him, even though legally, is that justice? You know, no. And then I also think we saw the character progression in Dredd himself by obviously saying she was qualified and she did a good job, despite the fact that by technicality, she failed, right? So I just think it showed, you know, kind of a nice lesson of balance in all things, right? There is an importance of the law, but you don't want to go full Chuck McGill and just be like, the law, the law, the law, that's everything. Like, there is a greater justice beyond, you know, the laws are in service of that greater justice, but that's not everything. But it was, I also appreciate how I was able to touch on those themes without making it really cheesy and preachy and stupid. You know, like I said, it was just subtle, you know, not even subtle necessarily, but it was just subtext and it didn't waste time. There was no like dumb speech of some character being like, the law is not enough. What you need is sometimes to do things outside the law. Like, we get it. We get it. We don't need any of that time wasted or stupid stuff like that. It conveyed that message in a good way, in a clear way. I really don't have any critiques for this movie. I thought Karl Urban knocked it out of the park. Props to him. You know, he really had quite the presence just with that, you know, kind of like he kind of looked like a grumpy Batman all the time. Like, he just saw, you know, the bottom half of his mouth, but it was always in like a face, you know what I mean? Like, very stern, but it wasn't dumb, you know, it was cool. He was badass. He had plenty of badass one-liners and responses throughout the movie, and he had a real presence. You know, I feel like it is, you know, it can't be underrated in a movie like this if you have an actor who comes across as try-hard in their line delivery and isn't genuinely intimidating and badass. It would just feel try-hard, which is the last thing you want when you need this character who is this powerful, larger-than-life force. So Karl Urban, props to him, he nailed it. And then having Lena Headey, Cersei Lannister, one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones, and guess what? They gave her more to do than just stare out a window the whole time. She was a badass villain. Once again, you know, they didn't need to waste a ton of time. They touched on her backstory briefly, which I liked, you know, seeing where she kind of had to struggle to get to the top and just be this ruthless leader. And then just mainly her presence as an actor. You know, she was believable as this vicious criminal, which once again is important because you would imagine in the crime world, it's out of the ordinary for a woman to be the leader of this big gang. So the last thing you'd want is it to be this try-hard female character who is meant to come across as the most dangerous person who all these people fear and respect, and then you see her and it's this actress and you're like, I don't take her seriously. No, she filled that role. She did a good job. You know, she's terrifying, right? Look at her. I like the design too. Look at her hair, those scars across her face. She really is an actor that can bring a lot of intimidation and fear. And I also like just, I don't know, that maybe I like Cersei from Game of Thrones, so I'm carrying over some of those emotions, but I feel like through her performance, I actually could sense maybe some of her vulnerability and pain, possibly due to what they hinted at with her backstory. You know, like, obviously she was very vicious and extremely evil, and, you know, justice was served by killing her. But I imagine that, like, if we went far back enough at her roots, you know, there's a lot of pain there. So I feel bad for her in a certain way. But yeah, really, really enjoyed that movie. Definitely plan on watching it again. Highly recommend it. There's really nothing else to say besides that praise. Thank you to everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this movie. Do you feel like this movie is underrated? Like I said, I've heard good things about it, but I don't remember hearing anything when it came out. And I feel like it needs to be talked about even more, at least in my opinion. I don't think I've seen an action movie that captured some of the magic of the original RoboCop since seeing that movie, and so that's not an easy thing to pull off. Very, very impressed. Thank you to everyone for watching along. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you to everyone who supports for the full reactions on Patreon, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.